Mock Draft Friday is back. Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. This is Eric, and we are back live once again on another Friday evening. And of course, it's becoming Mock Draft Friday. You wanted it, you got it. We're going to do Mock Draft 3.0. How you guys doing out there tonight? We're going to be using a different engine that we have not used as far as a mock draft simulator. One of the popular ones, but we have not used this one yet, I believe, this season. There are some drawbacks, but I think this is the one with the most, probably the best draft ratings, I think, at least on the top end. You can always argue the smaller, kind of mid to lower rounds, but I think on the upper side, I think they got it pretty close, if not right on the money. I want to say hello to you guys. I see a few of you already in here tonight. How are you doing out there? Give me a shout out. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing out there? I want to see a shout out in the chat. Of course, we always have our live poll going on and all of our, our live streams. And this one is, of course, related to Mock Draft Friday. And it's what's the most important in mock drafts? The accuracy of the board simulator that offers trades, showing a previous picks, or having fun. Of course, having fun, I think this is probably the most, the best one for me as well. But I think some of those other ones are tied into having fun. And I've said this before, if you're new here, these live streams are probably the most fun we have all season doing the mock drafts. We're basically the GMs of the Raiders. This is our war room. We're going to be moving trades. We're going to be moving picks around. Sometimes we go up or sometimes we go down. One time we went all the way out of the first round. It was kind of crazy. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. Let's see. I see Kevin in here. Good evening. Good evening to you too, sir. How you doing tonight? I see a bunch of people already filing in. We're gonna have a little bit of a little program here, and then we're gonna get right to the mock drafts. Now these shows usually go about an hour on these shows, but with the mock draft it goes a little bit over. So let's get right to the show itself. And if you are new here, and if you're liking what you're seeing, why not like and subscribe also? But what we do here is what we have is called the rundown. These are the topics we talk about each and every live stream. Of course, these change but by live stream. And if we have time, we'll do the Q&A. We normally do that at the end, depending on the length. Usually these mock drafts take a long bit of time. So, how you doing, Paul? Love you too, man. Aloha to you, out from Hawaii, Officer Rollout. How you doing, sir? Like that. So let's get right to it, and we're going to talk about you, the champions.
Here, everyone said, take what they give you. We're going to take what we want.
And just showing our count. Now we are simulcasting here on YouTube. We also go on TikTok at times, usually during the season. Of course, we have a Facebook page if you want to join those. Of course, look at Raider Champion. Still growing. I appreciate every single one of you coming out here. There's going to be some changes on this. Look for this next week. Had some other things go on. I didn't get everything I wanted to get done. So we'll roll those out next time. Now let's go to that poll of the week. Now we did do a poll of the week earlier on YouTube. I wanted you guys to vote, and I asked you. Now we did sign Brian Hoyer. That's basically the extent of our free agent signing since the last time we were live. Of course, former quarterback of the Cleveland Browns and yes, the New England Patriots. Signed a 2-year deal, ended up being $4.5 million total. And I asked, does this mean we're not going to be drafting a quarterback in this NFL draft this April in a few weeks? Overwhelmingly, you guys said no. You guys still think we're going to draft one at some point. I'm kind of in agreement with you. Now, last year we only rolled with 2 quarterbacks. We still have Chase Garber on the active roster. I don't think that's going to happen, of course, especially with Brian Hoyer here. Probably going to be relegated to the reserve status like he was last season. Maybe he'll get picked up somewhere else. That it is what it is. But I do think we probably will be drafting a quarterback at some point in this draft. And we can draft a quarterback in our mock draft if you like. Of course, we're going to be at GMs and on the clock. So let's do it. You guys ready to mock draft? I'm ready to mock draft. So let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let me get this going. How you guys doing out there tonight? We are going to be using Pro Football Focus, PFF. I do have an account with them. If you don't have an account, I believe you can only do 2 or 3 rounds. If you have a subscription with them, you can do all 7 rounds. So I've already set it up. We're Raiders, of course, 7th pick. We have not officially started the draft yet. If you can look right here. Now we could try to move up to 1 or 2 if we want to. Or stand pat. I'm preferring to stand pat. If you're not new here, you know my opinion on that. If anything, we should move down in this draft, given the fact that I feel we're in rebuilding right now. Unless CJ Stroud gets there at 7 or something crazy like that, I think we ought to move down, get more draft capital, and get more good players that we can build upon, especially on the defensive side of the ball. 28th last year in yards. I think dead last in turnovers, one of the fewest in sacks. We need an overhaul on that. Patrick Graham needs to step up or step out in second year. So what we are right now, we're at 7th pick, and I'm going to start the draft right now. So these are all the draft picks now. Now some of the drawbacks with this, we'll get to that in a minute. If you want to do that, I got links in the description of Pro Football Focus. We'll get to that now. Now, we're already at 7. They've already auto-drafted the rest of the teams, of course. C.J. Stroud went 1. Richardson went 2nd. I've done this a few times. It changes up a little bit, but it's pretty much on target what you normally see here by then. This is very interesting. Now, it shows our needs. We can go by that. We don't have to. These are our remaining picks. So we have 12 picks in the draft, obviously. So these are by number. Now, let's get to what's important here. Now, this is their board, right? Ranking number 1 overall. Average draft position 1.9. Bryce Young, he's still on the board. And if you looked at my video last week, the top 7 picks, I predicted, I got Bryce Young going number 2. Anthony Richardson going number 3 after a trade with the Arizona Cardinals. I think Atlanta could possibly move up. I'm not so certain about their quarterback position right now. They could very well move up. I think the quarterbacks could very well go in the first 4 picks. But in this simulation, we got Bryce Young here. Paul's already talking about trading back. Let's see. Kevin Sandy, take Bryce Young. So this is how we do it, guys. If you're new here, this is how we do it. We have our war room. It's all of us. We get together. And I'm kind of like the GM here because I'm kind of running things here. But I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. What are we going to do here? Devin Witherspoon is on the board. Christian Gonzalez, the guy I predicted we're going to pick at 7th, is still on the board. A lot of good talent here now. As far as trades go, here they are. Now that it says 11 options, that means the PFF does it a little bit differently, guys. That means there's 11 teams that are interested to move up to 7. They don't give you offers, which this is probably the main drawback here. They do have pretty good player profiles. We'll get to that in a minute once we start looking up stats and Pro Football Focus grades and all that. They don't give you offers. So let's go to 9. Let's just say we want to move 2 spots, right? So we'll go to 9. We have to highlight our 7th pick, highlight their pick. Your team owner will veto it. Of course, we're not getting anything out of it. We'll go 1st and 2nd picks, 54% chance of being accepted. You hit this. If it's 54%, sometimes they reject it. It turns red. If it's accepted, it turns green, and then they process the trade. If you want to just go with a 3rd, that's 74%. Lower 3rd, we'll do a 4th, likely to be accepted. We could do this. The Bears one, it looks like the Bears are interested in moving up. If you want to trade down, this is where it is. So you can try to trade with other teams. It's a little bit more difficult, but these are the ones in their simulation that are interested in trading back here. So if you want to trade back, put it in the comments right now. And personally, I don't want to go too far back. Still a lot of... Depends on the strategy. If we're not going to draft the quarterback, if we're not going to draft Young right here, I'd like to get one of the corners. They're both out there, which is, to me, is kind of crazy. Some of these simulations, Gonzalez is usually gone. Sometimes Witherspoon is there. Sometimes both are gone. Jalen Carter got picked 6 with Detroit. That's hard for me to see, to be honest with you, given what happened off the field and his pro day. I'm thinking he's going to hover around the top 10. I really think Detroit's probably going to go another direction. They might trade down, given that Bryce Young in this simulation is on the board. Somebody's going to want to come up with them, take the quarterback. They might trade down, get some draft capital. So not really kind of agreeing with that. So if you want to move back, how you doing, thumbs up? The emojis do not work on here on this recall program, unfortunately. So Lurker does say Young. We did have a trade back move. So they aren't giving us, see, like I said, this is drawback. They aren't giving us specific trade offers. We have to kind of finagle the offers and send offers. So the most I'd want to probably move down is right here, maybe New England. It also depends on who's available. Let's get back to that. Bryce Young. If you want to go quarterback, that's an option. It's a little small. We talked about that. Devin Witherspoon. Gonzalez is there. I think I'd like one of those 3, unless we're going to move down significantly middle round, collect a first round pick. Now that one mock draft we did 2.0 last time, we moved down twice and got 2 first round picks. We traded out. We got the 33rd pick. So basically like the first pick in the second round. We got 2 first round picks in 2024 added to our own. That's 3 first round picks. We go after Caleb Williams next year's draft if we want to have that strategy. I thought that was a pretty good strategy, but if we're not going to do that, we can go Bryce Young now, or we can go get one of these corners now. Okay, let's see. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. So put it in the chat right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to stand pat and draft a player. Put a 2 in the chat if you want to trade down. And again, we're gonna have to finagle with some teams now. Well, we can just mess with this right now. Here's the bar. So the greener it is, the more likely it'll be accepted. Like I said, 54%. I wouldn't mind that. 2 spots down. That means we will get a cornerback if we want one of those. I think Bryce Young will probably go at some point. I'm looking right here with Atlanta. I don't think if Chicago wants to come up here, I don't think they're probably going to want to go after one of the corners. Of course, they have Justin Fields. With the simulation, it wouldn't make sense for them to draft a quarterback. Atlanta, however, totally. So they would get one, we would get another. If you don't have a preference on one of the cornerbacks, if you do, we got to draft right here because one of them is going to be God. Let's see. Odd, you can't see the trades to you. Yeah, they don't. They just say these teams are interested, and you have to be the GM and throw a trade offer to them. They're not going to give you jack. That's my one knock with this PFF one. It's good flow. I think the boards are pretty good. They have a lot of good information for the most part. Maybe later on in the draft, it's a little more sparse as far as individual player information. But overall, pretty good. They have their own grading system, of course, you know that. They're also tracking mock drafts on these individual players and if they're rising or falling. So that's very interesting in and of itself. If you want to do this on, offline, look at particular players, we could do that as well. Let's see. Rollout wants to trade down. Lurker wants to stay and take Young. So we're kind of we need a tiebreaker here. So we got one each. So it looks like Kevin Lurker wants to draft Bryce Young, and Officer Rollout wants to move down. If you're sold on Young, of course you take him here. That's just a no-brainer, obviously. But to me, the size is an issue. It is what it is. I know it's a quarterback league and it's basically two-hand touch at this point. But I want somebody a little bit bigger. I would have loved to have seen Anthony Richardson fall down here. Of course, CJ Stroud. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but I'm looking at one of the corners. I like both those guys. Witherspoon is a very physical guy. I like that. Consensus number 1. Gonzalez. Some have Gonzalez 1. Gonzalez, very athletic kind of guy. They're both bigger corners. Of course, you got Joey Porter Jr., the son of Joey Porter. He didn't play corner though. Linebacker, big, a lot bigger than his kid, of course. So, but Joey Porter Jr. is no small guy for a corner. If you want to go that route, we can move down a few more spots and even grab him. This is the point. To me, it's like, well, if you like Young, get him. If you don't, move down enough to get one of those corners and get some draft capital to fill out some more spots. That's what I would say. Hot take. Carlos says, hot take, Raiders trade up to Strut. Carlos, if we do that, we're going to have to give the house away because we're going to have to get to that top spot. I think Carolina moved up there just for that reason. I don't really see why would they give up so much to get to from 9 to 1 and then move back. I mean, unless they get even more back. And frankly, again, I don't think this team is in position to give away a bunch of draft capital. They're not this close. We're a ways away, especially on the defensive side. The offensive side is shaping up a lot better, obviously, than the defensive side. It was better last season overall. You could say there were some play calling issues. There were some Derek Carr issues. But they played way, way better than the defensive side of the ball in a lot of ways. So I think this should be more defensive heavy, unless, of course, if you're sold on Bryce Young, let's go grab him. Right. Okay. All right. I'm going to make an executive decision. We got a stalemate here. I see a few more people rolling in here. Of course, people come in a little bit later. Put your votes out. Do you want to grab Bryce Young right now? We're at 7. Put it in there. If you don't and you want to trade back a little bit to try to grab one of those corners, put that in the chat right now. I'm going to wait a few more seconds. Then if I don't get anything, I'm going to make an executive decision on this. Where are we at? Where are we at, guys? Come on. Vote in the chat. Come on. Let's get back here. As Kevin said, somebody break the tie. Somebody break that tie. If you don't, I'm going to break that tie. So get it in there right now. Get your votes in right now. This is pivotal right now. Of course, again, if Bryce is your guy, we go with him. I get that. But if he's not, you got questions. To me, I'd rather roll back a little bit, officer rollback, and get myself in a decent position. Maybe go back 2 with Chicago, try to get that 1 and 2. That would be a pretty good deal. It said, what, 54%? We can throw it out there. They might accept it. Need defense, trade back. Okay, trade back, Ernest. How you doing, Ernest? I see you in here. So I'm gonna go back 2 spots with the Bears. Try this out. Okay, give up the 7th, get the 9th and 53. Now it says 54% chance to be accepted. Let's try it. Okay, they accepted. All right. Woo! They accepted it. So we moved back 2 spots. What's up, Chicano? Saying trade back as well. We did 2 spots, so that's going to guarantee us probably, unless Atlanta takes the other one. Now, Atlanta's kind of screwed us over before with the quarterback situation. I think that 1.0 mock draft. So let's go with that. Let's see what happened here. So, yeah, Paris Johnson, Chicago did not go with quarterback, of course. They went with Paris Johnson Jr., left tackle. Kind of makes sense. They want to build up that offensive line for Justin Fields. Of course, Atlanta, Bryce Young, no surprise there. That's why I had them moving up to try to get one of those quarterbacks, rather. Now we're at the clock at 9, and we have 6 teams that are interested. If you want to move back again, Houston, we can move back 3. That's kind of iffy at 18. We'll probably, the corners will be off the board by then. We'll have to go with another strategy. If you want to go Lucas Van Ness, Brian Bracey, somebody like that, or even Soronsky might be there, Osiris Torrance, if we want to go offensive line. If you want to move back, so we got to think about that. Could go to 12. I'm just going to see what it's going to take. 9, 12. They won't give us the 33. I remember last time we got the 33 from them from the 7th pick. This one won't do it. This is a different one. We would get a early 3rd round pick if we moved back 3 spots. So we did move back. We did get a 2nd a later kind of second, but still a second. So we got this one 2 seconds and third, and then we got move on from there. What's up, Dominique? How you doing? Say back, trade back. Paul says trade back again. You guys like to trade back. I was like, you guys love to trade back around here. I mean, I like it too. That's probably part of the fun with this mock draft, guys. To be honest with you, what can we do? What can we realistically do? And I said this ties in with the boards. Their boards are pretty accurate. So to me, I'd only want to trade back 3 spots with Houston. Well, let's try Detroit. I just want to see, so you can kind of fiddle with this. So there's the bar. We got the 9, the 18. Can we get the? We can get the 48. That's 9 spots, guys. So maybe Joey Porter Jr. might be there at 18. Maybe not. The other 2 corners are going to be gone. So if we want to do that, we can get another second. We'll have 3 seconds, and then I would say make a pick at 18. Let's go back and see what they are, or we can go. So we can get a 1 and a 2 and go back 9 spots, or go back 3 spots and get a 1 and a 3. Basically, that's where we are as far as trading goes. This guy's going to be gone for sure. Gonzalez is going to be gone for sure. Not interested in wide receiver. We don't need it, especially in the first round. Soronsky will probably be gone. Kalisha Cansey's very high on their boards. I'm a little questioning that. I think he could very well go in the first round. I'm not sure. He should be 13th ranked, though. Average draft position, 19. Okay, that's doable. That's doable. Go get those picks, says Officer Rollout. Yeah, Lucas Van Ness, we picked him before in one of our mock drafts. Bookend him next to Max Crosby, another bigger 4-3 type edge rusher. That could be a very interesting, if he's there. If we go to 18, it's kind of iffy. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen here. Brian Branch, Joey Porter, 18 could very well be there. So let's see. I'm going to move. Let's move back. I'm going to move back with Houston. 3 spots. And even if the 2 corners are gone, see, this is, okay, it's like a real draft room. Who are we targeting here? Who do we want? Do we want one of those corners? If we want one of those corners, we should probably go after him now to be sure. If we go back 3 spots, it's going to be 3 picks. Houston's defense is terrible. They could very well go after them. Let's see. Jalen Carter's off the board. Jalen Carter was there. I would feel more confident about getting one of those corners at 12. He's not there. But Houston's defense is terrible. Philly, probably get a wide receiver. Looks like that's what their needs. Tennessee offensive line makes sense to me. Got a good shot at getting one of those corners. I'm not sure which one. I think Houston will grab one. We'll probably get the other if we want to go that route. So I like Van Ness. I like Van Ness too. I like Van Ness a lot. So if we want to go with Van Ness, we can roll the dice, go to 18, and that'll give us a second. See right there? Oh, likely be accepted. We could try to milk another third. I wonder if we can get a third out now at 24%. We can get a third next season. That's 86%. We could probably milk it a little bit more. Well, let's try that. You guys want to do that? We can get a 3rd round pick next year. What say you? What say you? What say you? Who do you want to target? Who do you want to target? Do you want to get one of those corners? Want to go after Van Ness? Again, we never know what's going to happen. So we could get screwed like that one time with Anthony Richardson. We moved back, got screwed. We just kept moving back and backfilling, and just decided we're going to draft a quarterback in 2024 with the 3 first-round picks. So I think at this point it's time to get some more draft capital. So I'm liking this. So we're going to get we're going to move back 9 spots to 18. We're going to get a second, mid-second, and a third next year. I think 86% chance. I think that will be doable. I'm going to offer the trade. They take it. Let's go. Okay, let's see what happened. Van Ness is gone. Witherspoon is gone. And Gonzalez is gone. So basically, those players we targeted were gone. And a fireball. A fireball. That's the wrong channel. You want to watch people eat hot peppers for money and drink fireballs. It's a different channel. You can go find that out. Cornerback here. So we're at 18. We do have 2 seconds now. Well, actually 3 seconds. So we put ourselves well. Unfortunately, one of the players I was talking about are gone. Nolan Smith is there. I know last time you guys really liked Nolan Smith. Honestly, I think he's a good talent, but I think he'd fit better in a 3-4. I don't think he's a 4-3 type. I don't think he's big enough to be an edge rusher in a 4-3. He's gonna be an outside linebacker kind of rushing guy. That's my opinion. He's very quick, very athletic. So now what are we gonna do? We're gonna go after Cansey here. We are at 18. Could move down again, but I think we got 3 seconds. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Kevin's not happy. We didn't get one of those corners. We did not get one of those corners. So that's part of the game. It's kind of like poker. How far do you go? How far do you move down? I still like the 3 second-round picks. So to me, we're going to get one of those linebackers there in the second round, like a Drew Sanders, Jack Campbell. Siaki Ika is going to be there if we pass on a Cansey here, an interior defensive tackle. So what do you guys want to do? What do you want to do? We could trade back again. There's three players. The Chargers, no. The Chiefs, no. Arizona at 34. They're going to have to give us a first next year to do that. Let me see. Screw you then. You're going to move up half a round in the first round? And you're not going to give me a first next year? What do you? Oh, you're going to give me a second and a third for a mid-first round pick? Oh, get the hell out of here. I don't want to trade back. The other two are in our division. I don't like trading back in our division. I want to help these people out. So I'm thinking we're going to stand pat here. Probably go after Cansey here. We could go after Nolan Smith. Again, I don't think he fits well in a 4-3, to be honest with you. Let's see. Miles Murphy's gone. Joey Porter's gone. They had a nice little run, and that we could go after Darnell Wright if you want to go after him. I'm thinking Cansey though. So this is what I kind of like about. Well, my face is in here. Oh, you want to see his face? Okay, now you get to see my face. I'm not Darnell Wright, by the way. So this is what I kind of like about PFF. This is a plus on their side. Very in-depth. They have the stats here if you want to look at individuals. And then the trends. He's kind of trending up. You can see that. Been trending up. Edging into the first round here. Right tackle guard gap scheme. That could fill a need. That could definitely fill a need. 18th. Not a glamorous pick, of course. Not a defensive pick. But definitely a pick of need. Unless you like Illuminor and Brandon Parker, which I can't stand. I think Illuminor's okay. I could go with this one. I could go with Brian Brissy here. Has had some injury concerns. That is a concern in my opinion. Kalijah Cansey's here. This is probably the pick. So I got 9 people in here. I want you guys to be voting. I want you guys to be talking in the chat. This is where we're at. So let's see. Kevin Lurker says Brian Branch or Cansey. Not sure why. Hang on. My program did not see that. Oh boy. Hang on. Let me restart it. Give me 1 second. I gotta restart this. Why I wasn't seeing that. Let's see. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. I'm telling you, I get little gremlins every time. This one's a little one, so I just had to restart the program, show you. So I like Cansey. I'm not seeing anybody else here. We're gonna go with Kalijah Cansey. I think this is a solid pick here. at 18. And let's go to that 38th pick. Here we go. I got it on super fast mode, so there we go. Now we got 38th, we got 48th, and 53. So we got some draft capital here in the second round. Let's see. Mazzie Smith, we've already got our defensive tackle, so that's a plus. DeJuan Jones, first round. Wow, Cyrus Torrance. Everybody's got him in mid-late. Probably the Giants, I'm thinking. Tanner McKee's there. If we want to go for a quarterback now, or are we going to wait? Are we going to wait? That's an option right there. We do have defensive tackle. What do you guys want to do? So that's one. This is probably the other thing that I do not like about this particular one is and they're not the only one. Pro Football Focus, they do not show your previous picks. So now I got to write these stupid things down just so I can keep track of the positions and players we get. Some other ones do show you the picks as you're doing them, so you can kind of see what you're, where you can draft if need. Now, Jack Campbell's here. I like Jack Campbell. I think he's a plug-and-play middle linebacker right now. Let's see. Drew Sanders, they got ranked pretty low. We picked Brents before, big corner. We go after corner. We can go after linebacker here. We go after Tanner McKee. Or there's the the Chargers again. Don't they take a hint? I don't want to trade with your dumbasses. And it's 54. Oh my gosh, that's past the other two picks we got. So what would they give us? Oh yeah, they'll take a third. Give us first. Nah. What about second? 20. Why would I trade? Why would I trade you? 15, 20 picks up, and not get at least a second round pick? No. And you're the Chargers, so screw you. All right. Where are we at? What do you guys want to do here? Do we want to get after Tanner McKee? Are we going to go after a quarterback maybe in a few more rounds? Hayner, Aiden O'Connell again. We've done that one before. I'm looking. What? Let's see. I'm looking at Jack Campbell right here. We're going to go defensive heavy. We could go interior offensive line. I wouldn't mind that. Other ones, we've had DeJuan Jones available. That was the pick. That's a solid right tackle spot. The rich get richer here with the Chiefs. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. So, Drew Sanders. A lot of people like Drew Sanders. Cody Mock. Probably more of a guard than a tackle. And we can look at the corners. So to me, we're not moving. If you want a quarterback, and if you want McKee, we get him now. Or we go linebacker, cornerback. We've already got our defensive tackle in Kalijah Kancey at 18. Paul Gaines says quarterback. You guys like Tanner McKee? Let's look him up here. You just get to see my face instead of his face. Oh, well. Oh. And I'll read some of this. Tanner McKee, 6'6", 231. Puts the ball where it needs to be. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Pocket passer. I mean, this could be a McDaniels pick, to be honest with you, to run his offense. I mean, let's face it, Garoppolo. I mean, he throws picks, but he's more of a short to mid range guy. This could very well happen, guys. This could very well happen in the second round with us. I'm interested to see what they're going to do. Hopefully they go grab more draft capital. I got 10 people in here. I got one person talking to me right now. I want Jack Campbell. That's my decision right here. I want a middle linebacker that's a solid player. I wouldn't have minded Van Ness. He was gone. The corners were gone. We went with Kalijah Kancey, who's ranked pretty high on the board. We were drafting 18, so we moved down twice, got 2 second-round picks. So now we got a total of 3 second-round picks. This is our second-round pick. We got 2 more. I don't know if McKee will be there next pick. We pick in 10 picks. Could not be. I think Herndon Hooker is still there too if you want to go with the guy from Tennessee. He's like 35 years old. No, I'm kidding. Officer Rollout says linebacker. I want to hear you guys. Go in the chat. This is our war room. Time, we're on the clock. Time is ticking here, guys. Time is ticking. I just like Jack Campbell. I saw film on him. I like the size. Pretty decent at covering people too. Not great, but pretty decent middle linebacker. I was talking about this guy before when we were thinking, well, if we're not going to re-sign Perryman, which we didn't, this would be the guy to go get. Let's see. Can we see more names? Can we see more names? Kevin, I don't know why your particular chat is not showing up. Kevin says, can we see more names? We can, and you can sort these by position. They all do it. They're all a little bit different. So if we want to look at corner, and I like this, you can do multiples here. So I'm thinking corner. We've already got the DT. Look at linebacker if you want to look at that, and let's look at offensive tackle and interior. So look at guard. So these are their rankings based on those filtered positions that we have. Campbell is great. There you are. There's Kevin. Your other one, when you asked to see more names, was not on there. So I don't know. Like I said, Gremlins, but I saw that one. I like Campbell. We got Tyreek Stevenson, Avila, Weipler's there. Brent's we've picked before. Big corner. Wouldn't mind him. Maybe in the next pick. Who knows if he's still there. Drew Sanders, kind of an all-around linebacker. Be a solid player in the league, to be honest with you. DJ Turner's a little too small for me. Kylie Ringo. Some people like this guy. Some people don't. Trenton Simpson. Very low on the PFF board. I remember him being a first-round prospect. He at one point, I think, was it January, February, he was the top-rated linebacker coming out. So a little lower now. I still like Campbell better than him. I liked it before, so we'll talk about this guy. I'm targeting this guy. I'll tell you why. Corey Trice, big guy, safety, converted to corner, loves press, according to the information. You know what that tells me? Cortland Sutton, you don't get to bully us anymore. We're going to put his ass on you. That's what I want. That's what I want. Tim Patrick can shut his mouth. You can go take a look at an article. Tim Patrick talking smack about the Raiders. Yeah, keep losing to us, Broncos. Idiots. Look at the scoreboard. All right, I like Jack Campbell. What? Get Simpson for sure. Well, according to the rankings, we can get Simpson and Campbell. Or we can go corner and get Simpson. I'd rather have Jack Campbell, to be perfectly honest. I'd rather have Jack Campbell. So, what say you? What say you? I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. I know there is a lag. Now remember, when I'm talking, you're answering on here. It comes back 15-20 second lag going on usually. So you got to get your votes in early and often. So again, we have one trade possibility. That's with the Chargers. Screw them. It's too far down, and screw the Chargers. So I'm going to go with Jack Campbell. I'm not seeing anybody say anything, so let's do it. Get your corner next. Okay. Let's go with Jack Campbell. I think he'll go a little bit lower. Let's get Jack Campbell. So now we got Cansey. We got Jack Campbell. Middle linebacker. I like it. So we got 2 impact players already. So, and we have 2 more second round picks we haven't even talked about yet. And we still have the opportunity to trade down if we want to. We still have the opportunity to trade down. Let's see. Hendon Hooker went to Green Bay. Whoa. Whoa. No love for Jordan Love, huh? Drew Sanders is gone. That was understandable. Tanner McKee's still here. You guys want Tanner McKee? Screw the rankings, brother. Take what you want. Yeah, it's not perfect. Everybody has their own. I think the PFF one is pretty on target, though, top to bottom. Little variation. I remember the one we did last week. There was like, what is this guy doing here? What is this guy doing here? Maybe I can't see like in the late second. I don't think he's going to last that long, especially a defensive tackle player. Let's see. We got 5 trade offers. Let's just take a look. The earliest one is with Detroit. So what can we get? What can you do for a Klondike bar? At this point, to me, moving down anymore, unless you're looking at future consideration, like if you want to get 3rd round next year like this one, they're not going to give you a whole lot for these picks. PFF's kind of stingy on these value picks. I think the other one's a little too much. I'm dying here. Do you guys want Tanner McKee? Is he going to be the next quarterback for the Raiders? I mean, the next real one, not Jimmy Garoppolo. That's a transition. Come on, guys. He's probably going to get hurt next year. Let's be honest. I'm not hoping that, but come on. I mean, the guy gets hurt, like I said, every even year. So we're going to have one good year with them. Then 24, we got him for 2 years and he's gone. But I'm having fun. That's the most important thing, having fun. Again, speaking of which, if you are having fun, why not like, share, and subscribe? Do all that stuff. Hit that bell notification so you're notified of all these. We're going to do one more mock draft the weekend, the Friday before the draft. I believe that would be the 21st. Next week we're going to do a different show, but we will do another mock draft. Might go back to the other one. Depends on what I'm thinking. I'm going to look at that. But most of you are saying having fun, but we are having fun. I'm having fun. So yeah, if you're having fun, be sure to hit that like button right now. I've got 8 people in here and 12 likes, so that's pretty good. Pretty good, guys. You're doing your part. That's it. If you want Tanner McKee, put one in the chat right now. If you don't, we're going to go elsewhere. I'm going to look at this right now. We've got Khalija Kancey, our defensive tackle at 18. We just picked up Jack Campbell, our middle linebacker. I believe, yeah, let me see. Look at corners. Julius Brents, we got him last time. Big, more physical type outside corner. Desperate need of bigger outside corners. I'd like to draft at least 2 of them in this draft, to be honest with you. Hodges Tomlinson's kind of small. DJ Turner's small. Ringo's a big question mark to me. This is the guy I'd probably target right here. Take a look at this guy. I love the 6'3", 206. Built like a linebacker. Press coverage. I love that. Because I'm telling you, Denver Broncos, they were a laughingstock last year. Nathaniel Hackett was trash. I talked about that before. Everybody's saying, oh, it's going to be so great. Russell Wilson. I was like, pump the brakes on that. Now, they've got a real coach, Sean Payton. They built up that offensive line out in free agency. If McGlinchey can keep healthy, look out. They're going to be better. And they went and got Sam J. Perrine from Cincinnati to run the ball because Javonte got hurt last year. He's no slouch. Denver's going to be a problem this year. And, of course, those wide receivers are big and physical, move us off the ball. We need to get some big corners to play back with those idiots. Hard no. Hard no for Tanner McKee. Okay. We'll wait a little bit later for quarterback, or just wait till 24. I don't know. Let's see. So this is the board. We can go inside offensive line. We've had problems at guard. Illuminor has been re-signed, so you could say we're okay at right tackle. They were smoking some doobies and re-signed Brandon Parker again. the last regime loved him too. Have no idea why. Maybe they got some pictures or something. Maybe he's got pictures of Mr. Mark Davis at Hooters. Who knows? Who knows? This guy keeps staying on and keeps getting contracts. He's terrible. He's absolutely horrible. But the guard play was pretty bad. We re-signed Alex Bars, kind of for cheap. Hope we don't start him. I hope we could do better, to be honest with you. Maybe cut him at the 53 once we get near August. So wouldn't mind grabbing one of these guys. Musgrave, tight end. I don't know if I want to spend that early of a pick on a tight end, to be honest with you. Cody Mock could be good. Kind of plays like an old school Raider. I'd move him to guard. That's solid. Herbig, he's kind of a small guy. He's not an edge rusher. He's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker. Jalen Jones is big. Okay. So who do we want right now? I'm let's see. I'm thinking a corner. Let's see. Johnson, Jordan Battle. I don't really want to pick a safety now. Trenton Simpson, if you guys really want Trenton Simpson, he's there. I mean, he's there. We could probably put him outside linebacker. Good with that. A Will. So man coverage, heavy Will. We could do that. I don't know if I want to spend too much draft capital at linebacker though. But if we want to do that, he'll probably be there at the next pick. I'm thinking corner here, guys. I'm thinking cornerback. Probably Julius Brents again. Let's see, Tyreek Stevenson from the U, 6'1", 198. Outside corner, we could go after him as well. Let's see. On ball. I want an on ball man, big type corner. Stevenson. Let's go with Tyreek Stevenson. We had Brents last time. Let's go with Stevenson. Ranked 46. We're at 48. Let's do it. I haven't thought too much about this. Cody Mock's gone. Avila's gone. So those inside offensive linemen have been slurped up. Kylie Ringo. Some people love him. Some people hate him. So I think at this point, I would probably not have gone with him second round. So McKee's still there, 53. Do you want to get Trenton Simpson? We can go after Trenton Simpson if you want. They got him ranked pretty low. That would pretty much do us. I mean, there are other linebackers we went after before. The kid from Cincinnati we got last time. Let's see. We could move down. Dallas Cowboys moved down 5 picks. And we're not to move down 5 picks. You're not gonna get a whole lot back. So again, maybe a third rounder. I mean, we're in the second round still, guys. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking inside linebacker. We got our corner. We got a linebacker. We got our defensive tackle. Could get Luke Weipler. Let's see. Center. We've already got a center. They're saying he can't move to guard. We've already got a center. We drafted Dylan Parham. He should be playing center. Zavala, he's there. Be a little high for him. 69's a little low. 87's way too low. Maybe the Cowboys, but you're not getting a whole lot of draft capital at this point. Could go after Tanner McKee. Husker Raider, hey yo! Do we want to draft our quarterback right now? We got Tanner McKee here. Herndon Hooker already went early second. Of course, the big four are already gone. We had a chance at Bryce Young at 7. We bypassed that, traded down twice, ended up getting 2 second round picks, and got Khalija Kancey and at 18. And then we got Jack Campbell with one of the seconds. Stevenson, a corner from the U with our second round pick. Now it's our third and last second round pick. Do we want to go after Tanner McKee? Got Luke Musgrave, tight end. I would say that would have been a maybe until we signed Austin Hooper. I'm not a big Austin Hooper fan. Don't get me wrong. He looked good in Atlanta. He looked like shit in Cleveland. Let's be honest here. I mean, he can catch the ball. Was it just the scheme in Cleveland and he's going to be okay? OJ Howard's just kind of a throwaway. I don't think he's going to do it. He hasn't done much in about 3 or 4 years. Let's be honest. I mean, that's reclamation all the way. But if we didn't go get Austin Hooper, this Musgrave could have been an option. Right now, I don't want to spend the draft capital on that. We can go after another big corner or go after Simpson. I know they've got Simpson ranked pretty low. Siaki Ika is here too if we want a big one-tech guy to put up with Cansey. Bilal Nichols, I don't think is going to be around. I think he's going to be he's either going to restructure or he's going to be cut after June 1st. To be honest with you, is too much money on the cap. Billings, of course, are the one tech we had is gone in free agency, and then last season we traded Leonard Hankins to Dallas. So I don't think we have a true one tech, and this is a big boy right here. So that's an option. What do you got? Simpson's a first-round talent who plays all 3 positions, but we're okay at linebacker. No, we're not okay at linebacker. Denzel Perryman's gone. We took Jack Campbell. I would put him right at the mic. That's his natural position. I think Simpson, they have PFF has him at the will. Let's do that. I mean, if you're saying first-round pick, let's go with it. Let's go with it because I'm building this defense. I'm not saying here he is right here. I'm not saying we're going to win this year with Jimmy Garoppolo. I really can't see it. The defense is so bad. I want to get some good, solid young players in here, right? Now we got a corner from the U. Stevenson looks pretty good. Cansey in the middle, mid-pass rush. We got Jack Campbell here, and now Trenton Simpson. I like it. I like it. It's a good building block to rebuild this defense. Let's do it. All right, our next pick is at 70. Tanner McKee is still there. They're like begging us to draft Tanner McKee now. Let's be honest. 3rd round. I'm hard-pressed not to draft him now. Now, our next pick is until 100. Let's see. As far as trading goes, 84. We have dropped back 14. The Chiefs, 95. Maybe Miami. I don't know who Miami picked. Maybe Miami wants him. Afraid of Tua Tagovailoa not being able to play. Can go up here and snag Tanner McKee as an insurance policy, maybe. Could very well be, and then just grab like a cheap veteran as well. That would be a good idea for Miami if they were going to do that. Let's see. So we got Simpson. So we drafted 2 linebackers, a corner, and a defensive tackle. So I'm thinking it's either McKee or probably an offensive lineman at this point. I would like a guard. Let's see. Let's see what you guys got. The trades aren't that good. I'm waiting a little bit of time. I know there's a little bit of lag here, so I want to. What say you? I'm thinking Tanner McKee here. Let's see. Unless we go guard. Jordan Battle. We don't really need safety. Could be more of a value pick. Isaiah McGuire is very interesting if we're going to go edge here. Remember, Chandler Jones is going to be with us one more year. We'll probably cut him after that. Low cap hit after that. Basically had a crap year for the price, for the amount of money we've been giving him. Terrible contract and hasn't really lived up to it. Now we got McGuire here, 6'4", 268. He had it came on as a senior, but they ranked him 78th the year before. 7 sacks, 6 sacks. Let's see. Did well in the Tennessee game there, like that. This could be an option. This could very well be an option. I know he's ranked 74. We're picking 70. It's not that bad. So either we go with Tanner McKee here. I would say an interior offensive lineman like Zavala. We could look at those. Or go get an edge rusher. Because, I mean, we still have Max Crosby. And is Chandler Jones going to do something next year? I don't know. I wouldn't, with all these picks, I wouldn't mind drafting a couple edge rushers, to be honest with you. Edge and quarterback. I don't know why they talk about him as the edge rusher. Off-ball linebacker. 6'2", 240 is not going to be a 4-3 edge rusher. This is ridiculous. This is a joke. He's a 3-4 outside linebacker type who can rush the passer. We don't play 3-4 predominantly. Please, guys, put some names up. I feel bad. I feel bad too. So I'm gonna have to override this, and I'm gonna go with Isaiah McGuire. I'm going off the board. I'm gonna go quarterback later. There's some quarterbacks that are very interesting. I'm going to go quarterback later. Let's go get Isaiah McGuire, edge rusher. Let's do it. 3rd round pick. I think that's great value. Great value here. We're at pick 100. This was our original pick. No, this was the compensate. This is the Darren Waller pick, rather. Our last 3rd round pick we just did was our original pick. Let's see. 116, 120, 124. It's not helping. Not helping. Too small. Nope, not going to do it. Zavala's still here at guard. I'm gonna go with the guard here. We've already went edge. First 5 picks. Let me run this down to you. Defensive tackle, linebacker, corner, another linebacker, outside linebacker, edge rusher. Let's go with the guard here. We got 109. Let's see. Carl Brooks. Joe. We got 2 trades. 117. Patriots. We'll probably trade with the Patriots at some point in real life. It wouldn't surprise me, obviously. What could we get for that? No. We could get our whatever pick back. 96%. I don't want to trade anymore. That's I'm gonna go after Corey Trice here, this big kid. I want a Cortland Sutton destroyer. I want to have his face in the dirt. I am sick and tired of Cortland Sutton dominating our little cornerbacks. I know we already picked Stevenson. I want another big guy. Cornerback room's thin already, especially on the outside. Let's see. No, okay. I want to make sure. I'm going to go after get Corey Trice. Let's do it. Okay, 141. We got 2 picks, 141. Ivan Pace Jr. we picked in the last draft. Pretty solid guy. We already got 2 linebackers. I don't want to spend any more draft capital there. We got 2 corners. I don't know if I want to get a 3rd. Anthony Johnson Jr. ranked 69th. Not sure why he's not getting picked up here. Switch from corner to safety. It could be a value pick here. I mean, we got Epps. I'm not. We got Merrick, of course. I'm not thinking we're in big need of safety. Of course, you need backups, injuries, but we are in the 5th round. And this guy was ranked 69th, so that is what? Early 3rd round talent in the 5th round. This could very well be a value pick here. Could go after another running back, to be honest with you. What's going to happen with Josh Jacobs? Are we going to sign him to a long-term deal? Obviously tagged for 1 year. Doesn't mean we don't trade him. during the draft. Who knows? I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm not so sure he's going to get a long-term deal either. Let's see. We got Evan Hull. This guy's very interesting. Probably get him a little bit later. Let's see. 6 foot, 200, no, 5'10", 209. Kind of a 3-down back kind of guy. Might be a good value pick later on. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Johnson would be solid. Let's go with that. Again, if you've got here's my thing. I've said this before. Try to get the foundational pieces of talent early, and then later on swing for the fences. Try to establish your identity. So yeah, if we can get a 3rd round talent in the 5th round, not necessarily a huge area of need, but we've already addressed defensive tackle, 2 linebacker positions, 2 corners. We didn't get a quarterback yet. We do have 3 more picks. Let's get this guy. Let's take him off the board. All right. So let's look at the quarterbacks. Hayner's there. Aiden O'Connell. Should we do the O'Connell pick again? I'm down with the O'Connell pick again. I've looked into him. He's pretty solid. Let's see. But I'm not sure if he's the guy. Is he the guy? Now the Saints 2 picks away. So what can we get out of the Saints for dropping down 2 picks? Probably a 7th rounder. I wonder who they want. Probably interior defensive line. Somebody to protect Derek Carr, since he's on the Saints now. Say Ramirez. See, we don't pick again until 174. That's another thing you got to think about when you do these. How long are you going to be till you pick again? So we got the value pick. We picked 3 spots later. Now let's get somebody we need, because might be gone. Even if we have to reach a little bit, 30 picks away. So Mekhi Gardner, we've already got 2 corners. Another big corner there. Could go after a quarterback. I'm thinking quarterback. Let's see what we got as far as offensive tackles. A little bit of value there. Juice Drugs. Can he be moved to guard? Versatile zone scheme lineman with easy areas for improvement. This can be an option too. I want to get at least 1 guard. I mean, we've went all defense so far. I want to really I like this one. Let's see, what else we got? Running backs. Deuce Vaughn. Let's see. We're going to go guard here. I'm going to move this guy to guard. I'm going to take him. So let's do that. We're going to move to guard. Move down 30 spots. We got 30 spots away. Where are we sitting right now? Let's see. Scott. Jason Taylor is 2nd. Jackson Kirkland is there. So we've had, I mean, at this point, we're in the 5th round. We can go quarterback here. Hayner's there. Aiden O'Connell's there. This could be a project. Let's see. Or we can go after running back. I think we need to grab a running back. Why don't we grab Evan Hull here? No, it's a little. I know it looks like it's a little high. We're not going to pick till 204 again. I think we ought to go there. Let's go get Evan Hull as a possible 3-down back. I know we got Zeus, but to me the jury's still out on that guy. Didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but didn't really earn a whole lot of playing time either. So 204. We got 4 picks left, 6th round. Let's see. Let's grab a quarterback here. All those quarterbacks went away, so we lost out on the quarterbacks. We still need a. They got him at tackle. McClendon Curtis. We got him before. More of a guard, so I wouldn't agree with that. Wiley. Could go after a tight end at this point, too. Not real big fan of O.J. Howard. So we got Cameron Latu. Let's see. What we got for DT? Still got some value at DT here. I mean, we're picking at 204. Broderick Martin. Never heard of this guy. Western Kentucky. 6'5", 330. Poor man's Jordan Davis. 6'5", 337. Nose tackle with uber long arms. You know what? I want to get this guy. I want to get this guy because he's a one tech. And it's the 6th round. And even if he doesn't, I mean, it's 6th round guy. I mean, you can put him on special teams, kicks, stuff like that. I think this is a good value pick here. So let's go after this guy. We need a one tech. Let's do it. 214. 214. Let's see. I don't know. Late 6. Quarterbacks are here. Clayton 2. Hex Duggan. Oh. Do we want to take a chance? I mean, at this point, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure at this point because it's Jordan Davis had a bad rookie season. Well, I'm not using a 1st round pick though. This is a 6th round pick on a guy that's a Jordan Davis clone, which is I'll take a Jordan Davis clone in the 6th round any day of the week. Any day of the week, tell you. So, Cansey's there as well. I'm good with that. So, let's see. Where are we at? We got a safety for value. Where are we at corner? Cam Brown, Luther, Nick Jones. Marty. This guy is ranked 139. We're at 214. What's the deal with this guy? Played safety, physical play style. Some teams are evaluating him at linebacker. This might be a good value pick here because if he doesn't work out at safety, maybe put him at outside linebacker again. We're at 6th round. We got to kind of swing for the fences here. So I'm going to draft this guy with the expectation of put him at outside linebacker, not necessarily safety or maybe strong safety. We'll see. We'll see on that. Now we're in the 7th round. Let's see. What can we get? What can we get? We already got that. Let's get some edge rushers. Even if they're backup guys, rotational guys, we're pretty thin there to be honest with you. Con Mathis. Is this a real edge rusher? 6'5", 250. Kind of had a better year. Senior year. Let's see. Stood out against Michigan and Iowa. Okay. Let's go with this guy. Let's try him out in the rotation at edge rusher. And we got one more pick. Sac State's never had players, but he's an exception. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Kevin, we're swinging for the fences here. We're late in the draft. Let's swing for the fences. Let's get another Max Crosby. Let's get another good player late. I mean, they're there. We got to find the diamonds in the roughs. This is where the scouting department earns their money. Going to these small schools, or watching these guys, getting the film, getting the heads up and the jump on other teams. This is where you have good teams and not so good teams. These are the things that make those differences. Let's see. Jordan McFadden ranked 161. Clemson Tigers, big school, 6'2", 303. We got him more as a guard. I'm gonna go with this guy too. He's an option as well. I've already got. Let's go with him with our last pick. Let's see. Let's go with him. Let's go with Jordan McFadden. 7th round pick. Let's see how we did. So, let's see. Oh, stay in your seats. They're grading our draft. Stay in your seats. Hold up. Hold up. Oh shit. Okay, so they're showing our grades B for this trade. Moving 2 spots down and getting a 2nd round pick. I think it's higher than a B. We moved 18, got a 2nd, and then had them throw in a 3rd rounder next year. They gave us a B plus on that. Let's see. Cansey A at 18. They give me a C plus. C plus. C plus. It's like the Christmas Story. Jack Campbell. That's a C plus. I don't know about that. He's ranked 45th on their board, and I got him at 38. Stevenson A minus. Simpson D plus. They really don't like Trenton Simpson. Wow. Isaiah McGuire. They're hating on Isaiah McGuire. He's the 6'7" sack guy every year. I don't know about that. I like that. Zavala's an A. D plus. They got him ranked 95th. We picked him at 109, and they give me a D plus grade on that. Screw you, PFF. Screw you. Why you have him ranked so high? I give you a D on your ranking then, idiots. Like I said, big guy. I want Cortland Sutton. That's what I'm thinking right here. Cortland Sutton. We also got to play against Justin Jefferson. I don't know if he can keep up with him quickness-wise, but, try to bump him, knock him on his ass. I don't know. But we got to play Minnesota this year. Anthony Johnson, value pick. They gave us an A. Wow, thank you. That makes sense. 69th, 141. Scruggs, I'm going to move him to guard. We've already got Dylan Parham. Evan Hall, D minus. That's crazy. And then look at this. A plus is down the line late. So they're thinking we got some gems here late. So not quite as good as last week's draft, of course. We went crazy, got 2 extra first-round picks to go get a quarterback. But we filled some good holes. I think we got honestly, these are kind of swing for the fences here, especially these last 4. If one of them pans out, these are 6th and 7th round picks, guys. If one of these guys pans out and is a solid player, we got that guy for 4 years for cheap. And they're saying A plus. So I'm looking at this. Cansey, Campbell, Simpson, I'm hoping. McGuire can come up and take over for Chandler Jones. Stevenson on the outside, alongside with Duke. Plays small or plays big, is small. This guy's a big player. I like that. I think we got a foundation for a defense to improve. And if we're 28th again after this, Patrick Graham has to go. He has to go. I can't handle this. I mean, our defense in yards was 14th the year before, and everybody hated Gus Bradley. He had to go. He's terrible. Not to say he was great. But compared to last season, it was a good defense compared to the 2022 season. So Simpson, that's going to be interesting now. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. Like I said, he was ranked in the first round, a possible first round pick, top linebacker, like in January and February, and he's fallen off the map. So maybe it's just PFF. I don't know. Maybe that's one of those ones they got wrong. I don't know. But I think this gives us enough for a foundational pieces at defense. Still got to look for that quarterback of the future. Didn't really find it. Didn't really come to us. Could have had Bryce Young at 7. We decided against it. I agree with that. I don't necessarily want Bryce Young either. But we got foundational pieces on this defense to build around Max Crosby. I'm tired of bringing walk-ons, literally walk-ons, to these positions. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. So, again, if Patrick Graham doesn't show improvement this year, he needs to go, and we got some diamonds in the rough. So, what say you? I want to hear your grade for this draft. Put it in the comments, A through F. Andrew Bonaparte with a 2. I'm not so sure what that means with the 2, but put your grades in the draft A through F. I see you guys in here. Take any final questions, and then we'll come back next week. Probably do some more draft related items. Not sure a mock draft. I think I'll hold off on our final mock draft the Friday before. Again, pretty quiet on the free agent front, especially with the Raiders now. And I mean, if you look, I think we have like 75 players on the active roster right now, which is insane. Of course, we got to get down to 53. So there's room there. We got a lot of low level guys. So practice squad, outright cut. Be interesting to see. Plus, of course, we got all these draft picks. So unless we consolidate, I mean, we've got 12 draft picks. So I'm thinking at least 8 or 10 players extra on top of the 75 that we're going to have to sign and keep for this season. So there's going to be a lot of cuts going on. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this team right now, especially like wide receiver. Why do we need so many wide receivers on the team? Doesn't really make much sense to me. I'm getting these late. So Kevin Lurker says B. Officer Rollout says trade back. I'm getting these comments late. I don't know if you put that in here before. That's fine. So they gave us an overall draft grade of an A. I'll give it a B. B to B plus. I think that second trade kind of set us back. I think we probably could have, maybe if we stopped at 9 and drafted either Witherspoon or Gonzalez, that probably would have been the best bet. Even if we didn't get the extra second round pick, that would have cost us Stevenson or something like that. So that's probably where we wouldn't have had Cansey, so we would have had to have maybe Mazzie Smith. I'm not sure. I'd have to look back. We would have had a whole DT though, right? So would have been no Cansey. Probably would have been maybe get Witherspoon here or Gonzalez. Wouldn't have this pick. Probably not picking Trenton Simpson. Maybe Jack Campbell. Maybe a DT here. So the draft would have looked a lot different. But still, though, I mean, I still think we'll see with Trenton Simpson. We'll see. But I think we've got some foundational players here, and it would be nice if McGuire kind of stepped up in that role at the edge rusher position. Let's see. I thought you'd rock the big 99 big sap rollout. Yeah. Thank you for that. Got a little fun package there. Got a sap, Ocho Cinco for some reason, and the butt fumble Mark Sanchez jerseys. I don't know what to do with those, but yeah, thanks. It got a little Warren Sapp action going on as well. So yeah, appreciate that rollout. Let's see. Any other comments before we close this one out? You normally go about an hour. Again, if you're watching this on replay, one, awesome. That means you like the content. Give it a like, and more importantly, subscribe. Hit the bell notification. That way you're here live with us in our war room when we do our final mock draft the Friday before the draft, which would be the 21st, that Friday. So 2 weeks, we'll do our final mock draft. Next week, I have a little bit different program. I've got something in mind. Watch tape on Simpson and tell me what you think. I think he can kind of do everything all around. I'm wondering if he's hurt. I'm going to need to look that up. Why does PFF have such a low grade on this guy? 78th. I mean, that's third round grade. I would say mid to upper. I would say high to mid second round is where I think he'll go in real life. 78th right here. So that doesn't make any sense to me right here. Let's see. Cansey 13th. Don't see that. I don't see that. I think 18th is an okay pick for him. Maybe a little high. But I mean, we could have went maybe Osiris Torrance there, guard. I wouldn't have minded that. I was hoping for maybe Lucas Van Ness. Didn't show up. Got taken. A lot of the players we were looking at got taken after that second trade. Kind of stumbled a little bit, but we did recover. I think we got some good pieces on defense. So, again, tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all coming out here, especially those who participated in here in the war room. Thank you very much. I do appreciate each and every one of you coming out here doing these mock drafts. Again, this is the most fun for me. I know we have a good time. Now, this one didn't quite turn out the way we probably wanted it, especially the last draft. We did some wheeling and dealing and came out very sweet. This one, not so much. I'd give it a B, B minus. But we did still help ourselves to improve that terrible defense we have. So, again, thank you very much for coming out, joining us here. And I will see you next Friday with a brand new live stream. So be sure to subscribe and like and do all that good stuff. Good time. It was a good time, Kevin. Thank you very much. And as always, go Raiders!
Ask you something. With all the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.